Hi, my name is Jake Etkin. I'm going to be going over bay boats, and I did a recommendation report for those looking to buy or own a bay boat. I'm going to start off with the introduction. And bay boats have been around for many, many years, and they're different than any other boat because, unlike a bass boats have carpet on it, bay boats do not because of the salt water. And they are specified to go into bays, which is the part in between a barrier island and the mainland of the country, state, or wherever you're at. And the criteria I used for the different bay boats I did was cost, so how much the boat cost with the engine and any accessories you add onto it, length and size, so how long the bay boat is, so it can, or how wide it is. It can tell a lot about the stability of it and structure of it. Draft is how shallow the boat is able to run on plane or at idle, so at rest. And for example, let's say it's 10 inches. That means the boat can run in 10 inches of water on plane. And on plane means when the boat is at full speed. I also did maximum horsepower, which is the maximum amount of horsepower you're allowed to have for your engine. Some of these boats are a little bit smaller, so they're not allowed to have as much horsepower, being able to push them to keep them safe. It gets dangerous if you put too much horsepower. Durability, so I did this criteria to show from past how long these boats have been around and everything like that, and how durable they are. The bay boats I did for this project is a 23-foot Haney Cat, a 25-foot Simmons Revolution, a 23-foot Mayak Illusion, a 20-foot Shallow Sport Classic, and a 21-foot Shoalwater Cat. I chose these boats specifically because I think it's a broad range in sizes, and they're all different brands. They're all made by different companies, so they all have similar or different hulls. So there's a wide variety of different bay boats to go through. This is why I chose these five to go over when choosing which one you want to buy. The 23-foot Haney Cat. The cost of this boat will average 110,000 brand new, which is on the little bit of the pricey side. The length of this boat is 23 foot 7 inches, which is a good size. It has plenty of stability. It's very stable, so it won't rock back and forth in the waves. It is able to handle the waves very well when driving. The draft of this boat is 10 inches on plane, so it's not super shallow running, but it is able to get into some shallower water. The maximum horsepower of this boat is 400 horsepower, which is a lot. So this boat is able to go very fast if you want it to. Obviously, you could put less horsepower on it, but the maximum is 400. So if you're into going fast, you can go fast in this boat. The durability, these boats have been around for a very long time, and they have proven to be very durable and withstand almost anything you throw at them. Yeah, you can tell by this boat, it is a catamaran. That's hence the cat. So it does have two, kind of like two V-shaped holes underneath it, which cuts through the waves very well. It is a kind of high-sided, but it's good for any fishing really you want to do in the bay at least. You are able to customize the colors on it any way you want it, and if you buy it brand new, and it's a very nice boat. Next up, we have the 25-foot Simmons Revolution. This boat is going to cost you around $150,000 brand new, which is very, very expensive. This is the most expensive one we have on here. This boat is 25 feet long, which is also the longest boat on the list, it's very stable. These boats have been proven to be one of the most smooth riding boats also. The draft on this boat is 11 inches, which is a pretty deep running boat. It's the deepest one we have on here. It's not able to go very shallow like some of these boats we have on here. This does not have a maximum amount of horsepower. You can put however much you want on this boat. And these boats have been built very, very well to be able to stay safe while having an exceptional amount of horsepower behind them. And these boats have been tested for durability, and they are very, very safe and hold their longevity very well. As you can tell, it kind of looks similar to the last one, but a more sleeker design, more aerodynamic design. It also has the 2 V-hull for that also catamaran, and this one on the picture has a raised deck, but you can change the design and have different things. You can also change the color on this and customize it to however you would like. Next up, we have the 23-foot Mayak Illusion. This boat will cost you around $85,000 brand new, which is a good price. The length of this boat is 22 foot 6 inches, which is about average in the middle of what you would want to have, or it's a good size, and it keeps you pretty stable. The draft of this boat at idling draft is 8.5 inches, which means when you're going on plane is even shallower than that. So this is a very shallow running boat. You can get into almost any place you need it to be. The maximum horsepower of this boat is 225 horsepower, which isn't super, super big, but it's not super, super small. So you are able to get a good speed on this boat if you'd like to. These boats have not been the most durable, but they are durable. They do have some maintenance issues, and you do have to maintain them, but they still last a very long time. As you can tell, this boat is more of a flat bottom boat. It does not have the 2 V holes underneath them, and since its size is a little bit smaller, it'd be a little less stable, but still a very, very nice boat. The 20-foot Shallow Sport Classic. This boat will cost you around $73,000 brand new, which is a very good price. And this length is 20 foot length, which is the shortest one on the list, and it's the roughest riding in waves on this list and the least stable. This boat can run 6 inches draft at rest or at idle and 3 inches on plane. It is the shallowest running boat we have on this list. It can go very, very shallow, basically running in no water. 3 inches of water is barely anything. The maximum horsepower is 200 for this boat. So since the boat is smaller size, 200 horsepower is a lot for this boat and is able to push it very, very fast. The boat is very well built, and this company has been around for many years and have proven their craftsmanship and that they are very, very longevity. As you can tell, this boat, you are able to customize the colors, and it has more of a flat bottom, so it is rougher riding in the waves. And this one has no sides on it. It's more for like wade fishermen that go out and get off of the boat to go fishing. But you can also do anything else you would like on it. It goes very, very, very shallow. Next up and last, we have the 21-foot Shoalwater Cat. This boat will cost you about 90 grand brand new. The length of this boat is 21 feet long, but it still has plenty of room to move around on, and it's pretty stable. This boat can run in 8 inches while on plane, which is pretty shallow. It is a good boat for almost anything you need it to do. The maximum horsepower on this boat is 250 horsepower, this boat is still the second smallest we have on here, so 250 horsepower is a lot pushing this boat, and it can go fast. This boat has been tested in Texas for many years and has proven to be very well built. This company has been around for a while, and these boats are still out there that are very, very old and have proven to be very good. This has the two V holes underneath it, so it's a very smooth running boat. And because of its size, it's not as stable as some, but still very, very stable for its size. Very stable. This is a table comparing all of them just in one table. And the cheapest would be the 20-foot Shallow Sport Classic. The longest would be the 25-foot Simmons, and the shortest would be the 20-foot Shallow Sport Classic. The shallowest running boat would be the 20-foot Shallow Sport Classic, and the deepest running would be the Simmons. The most horsepower you can put on it is the Simmons, but the least horsepower you can do is the Shallow Sport. And all of these are great except the Mayak. They haven't proven to be as good as some, but still great. So each one of these boats have their pros and cons, obviously. Everyone is going to have their differences and their opinions on what they would like to go with. But my recommendation is the 21-foot Shoalwater Cat. Just because it's averaged out and pretty much in the middle of everything in this list. It's in the middle of price, it's in the middle of maximum horsepower, it's in the middle of the length. It just, for an average family just trying to do anything, it's a good boat because you can do almost anything you need it to do in this boat. Here are my references. I have a lot of personal experience with these boats, so a lot of it came from me, and I used a bunch of the company's websites and stuff like that to find it. Thank y'all.